Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the FV304, it's the tier 6 British SPG. It's located on the southwest spawn of Karelia, and this one is under the command of a fingernail clipping. And you're going to see more than a few replays by him in the near future, because of course he sent quite a few in. And I think we have a batch that we have to get through from a while back.
Let's go.
Game on! 3 marks of excellence on the barrel of that 4.5-inch howitzer, which happens to be the same howitzer that you get in the Crusader 5.5-inch as the stock gun, and also on the Bishop. Okay, well, he's aiming. It is a short-range arty, so he has to get fairly close to the enemy, but he's still out of sight, and he's actually firing directly over the mountain at the enemy. Capable of doing 450 alpha, 28mm per pen. First round is out and just misses the A44. It's usually better to actually try and get them when they go up the hill, because of course it slows them down to a certain extent. But the other factor, of course, is that that hill is not very useful. Sometimes it actually blocks the shot. You can see the shell landed right next door to the turret. And that shell warned him off. In fact, it forced him back, and that means now that the Hellcat has got an easy shot, or should have if he's using his gun depression. He's actually shooting over the side of the vehicle, so that should work. Okay, well, we're getting a little closer because, of course, the enemy is getting out of view. And usually, on battles like this, you can follow your teammates down the South Valley, or not the South Valley, but the South Pass, and shoot at the enemy. You don't actually have to go behind the rock like the tank destroyers do. Though, although that does help sometimes, the fact of the matter is that if you actually get closer to the enemy, you can get quite a lot of damage on them. You can't get shots on that 88 at the moment. He's well in cover. Now, looking at the team list at the moment, the enemy team, you can see that there's quite a lot of different colours. Some of those colours indicate that some of the enemy teams have got very high win rate ratings. Now, he's trying to get as close as he can so he can get shots on that Jackson. Now, if he can land a shell directly in the cockpit, we'll have to so close. If he'd actually landed the shell in the cockpit, he'd probably kill all through and wipe out the tank with just one round. Round south. He pulls forward, went right into the shot. Obviously, the smart move is to actually pull forward. Because if you do pull forward, you're likely to go forward faster than you will by reverse. RNG is saying the shells are going to either side of the vehicle at the moment, but the Jackson's gone now. Okay, we've had the special event and the mountains come crashing down. Again, he's doing exactly what I would do, which is follow the team, but he's actually doing a variation here. He's stopped for a moment, and I think he's going to try and get shots on the enemy tanks that are blocking our guys going up to their cap area. There's a Yak Panther there, and we can just get a shot, but you can see the reticule's bouncing around a lot, and that indicates he's still on the move. Okay, stop moving and rounds out the Yak Panther. This should be a kill. It was, and I think it was a splash kill as well. He only needed to land the shell within 2.2 meters, and the guy would go down. Okay, we've got a staghound now out in the swamp, right in the middle, very vulnerable. That one was blocked by the rock, and the staghound, I think, took the hint. Although we can't see him, I think he's still there. He's held the aim on the spot, fired around in anyway, and the rock captures that one as well. Okay, we've got a Hellcat this time. Now, he should be able to land the shell in the cockpit if the guy stays still long enough. So he's got to judge exactly where it is. Rounds out, and yes, he got him! Perfect! Absolutely perfect. That's how it's done. The staghound didn't move away. He didn't learn his lesson. He thinks the rocks are going to protect him. And he's right in that one. But now he moved away from the rocks, and that was the end of him. There's only 6 enemy remaining. 2 of those are over the other side of the battlefield. And 2 are near the cap area, or in the swamp area, rather, I should say. There's a Comet over there, and he's fairly active with his 17-pounder. There's also, presumably, an FV304 in the swamp as well. And there he is. Okay, so we judge he's around about there, yes. Didn't get it quite right with the first shot. He's holding the aim on. Yep, I saw the shell come out again. And he got him with the next round. Yes, he got it right. So, 3 kills now for fingernail clipping. And he's going for the Cheetu SP. I've got 2 replays to do featuring the Cheetu ST. And that was a direct hit, right on target. Of course, that sort of information you wouldn't know if you looked away after firing. Yes, it's my biggest bugbear. Players who look away and don't give us that information. It's a blind hit. It's worthwhile, and it does tell you if you're going to be close to killing the guy. You see, one of the shots actually landed near the front of the vehicle, near the frontal face, just above the mantlet. Okay, he's on the edge because, of course, the rescuer's flattened. And now we've got that Comet again, and he just killed a Hellcat on our team. So we ought to return the favour, but he changes course just at the last moment. Using the bushes for cover. Let's see what we can do about putting a shell in there. Changes for that Cheetu again. Yeah, hopefully that our Comet will actually be able to give us information. Trouble is, he's going to be in sight of their Comet and might receive fire from him. Now the Cheetu's in sight. Okay, right on the edge of our field of fire. There's the Comet, and yes, that Comet did kill our Comet just like I said he would. He'd see the our Comet and then obviously fire at it. There's not a lot we can do to help him. The T-52 is making his way over in this direction, or general direction. Now we're changing sides of the horseshoe, and if the guy does come up that way, we should spot it. In fact, actually, we've been spotted instead, so we need to change position, because otherwise the Comet's going to shoot at us from a distance. There's only 2 enemy remaining, but there's only 3 left on our team. And now the T-52's out of the game because he just got taken out by the T-25-2. And that means now it's up to us to try and find this Comet to help our teammates to get the kill. Now, we're the fastest out of the 3 remaining members of our team. 72 kilometers an hour, it's maximum speed. 72.4 actually. And that's it, the game's over. The Comet was killed. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first-class tanker for a fingernail clipping in the FV304. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. And his win rate from this game was 3,106, which is super income standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in this game actually belonged to the T-25-2. Got that last kill on T-52, and he got 2,129 hit points of damage. Second highest damage went to the Jagdpanther on the enemy team, 1,883. And the third highest damage went to the Hellcat on our team, 1,657. You can see here, fingernail clipping got 1,343. He was beat by 2 members of the enemy team, 2 members of his own team, making him 5th when it came to damage. When it came to kills, though, he shares the top spot because he got 3 kills, so did the T-34-85M on his own team and the Comet on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, he's in 4th place because the top scorer was the Hellcat with 827. 748 went to the KB3, who also picked up a cool-headed, and 711 went to the Comet on our team, with fingernail clipping being just behind with 693. He fired 21 rounds out of the 75 that he actually has in his magazine. He got 5 direct hits on the enemy and 2 penetrating shots on the enemy. 11 splash damage, 1,343 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Now, can we tell which ones he actually penned? Well, I would have thought that one. Yes, the Heshbon on the FV304, the Burt on the enemy team. Yes, he got penetrated. The other one would have been the Hellcat, because the shell went right into the cockpit and penetrated through there. Again, very little armor on the Hellcat, so it's an easy one to kill. And the third one wasn't the Yak Panther, wasn't the A44, it wasn't the Cheetah either. So who was it? The Jackson? It's showing 3 pens. Well, the Hellcat's one of them. And I'm looking for the third. And no, only 2 pens. Am I checking the wrong figure? It is 2 pens. So yes, I got, okay, so it was me that was wrong. I was looking for 3 pens and it was actually 2. 6 enemy vehicles were damaged, 3 were killed, and he made a loss on this game. 5,187 credits lost, but it was mainly down to the fact that he bought consumables at full price, and he got 693 base XP, but he did get 1,250 free XP as a bonus. So a very good first replay for you to watch. There'll be more videos coming up with a fingernail clipping very shortly, including some more by Talent 1958 and Angelina 75. So do stick around, because I think these are going to be some interesting replays. Thanks for watching.